Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Proverbs with Paul in the late afternoon, just before dark. Been a nice afternoon, really. Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 15. Solomon says, "Drink water from your own cistern and fresh water from your own well." So drink water. And there is a sense in which Solomon is talking about drinking water from that which belongs to you. But in reality, what he's talking about is the water of life. Jesus once referred himself to, "I am the water that will never, ever not quench your thirst." To the woman at the well, he said, "This water you'll have to drink again, but I am the living water." And the living water that Solomon is talking about today, this drinking from our own well, is about drinking from that which belongs to you, or rather what you belong to. And the question of who we belong to and what we, as it were, take sustenance from is a really important question. John tells us in the New Testament that sometimes people have allowed themselves to be so deceived that the devil is like their father, inasmuch as they're constantly manifesting evil ways. Now, what God wants us to do is to manifest his pure ways. So when he says drink from the water that belongs to you, or rather who you belong to, he's really saying, if you belong to me, then drink from the water, drink from the well that comes with an unquenchable thirst. It will quench your thirst and you'll never be thirsty again. This sense of being satisfied with the very essence of the refreshment of the water. And you know that water is good because water brings about a sense of recovery and renewal. And if you've been drinking poisonous water, taking in sustenance from a stranger's well, or even going to the enemy's camp, drinking from the enemy's well, then you would have a bellyache. You will have bad things going on in your tummy, bad things going on in your life. No, what God wants us to do, what Solomon is encouraging us to do, is to take hold of the living water that comes from the holy source of heaven, that we might take our sustenance from God. And each revelation of the sustenance that he's referring to is spiritual truth. It's about stuff that will give you, as it were, an asset to your life, a well-being factor to your life. Thank you for joining me. Have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.